program, the way that we're using it at MELA is all of our teachers get, well, not all of our teachers, but a majority of our teachers now are trained. And it starts with teacher training with Seth at the University of Minnesota.
In the College of Biological Sciences, we have a number of these community engagement programs, and across all of them, our emphasis is really putting scientists in front of people to humanize science and to let people live science as an experience.
They are teaching our teachers how to be scientists and how to engage students in inquiry learning when it comes to science. And so there's multiple facets of the training, as in teachers are going through the scientific process and developing and testing their hypothesis to see if it works, learning some tenets of basic environmental sciences to bring back. And after the teachers complete their training and their presentation in the summer, they're then certified to be a part of InSciEd Out, to be an InSciEd Out like teacher instructor, so to speak. And then that opens up a world of opportunities for our students at school.
We bring scientists and equipment and resources from the University of Minnesota into classrooms to do real, authentic science alongside of students.
It was a very quick pivot of we just trained all of our teachers. So how can we still have inquiry-based learning in science exist in a COVID-19 world? One of the most really, I would say, influential programs that happened during this COVID-19 pandemic is what was called Letters with a Scientist. And so it, as young as pre-K, because we have a pre-K program here at MELA, up until 6th grade, each of the teachers' classrooms were identified with a scientist. So a student who was going to get a degree in science, and then they would virtually, with videos and letters, write questions and responses back and forth to one another.
We will give students those guided experiences and walk them through an experiment that we have a large amount of control over. But a key aspect of what we try to do then is give students space to extend that knowledge and ask new questions that we don't know the answer to. And then our scientists can work alongside them to develop their own experiments, answer their own questions, collect new information, and try and figure out the things that students are really curious about.
And so what we're doing is, as young as pre-K, is we're expanding that vocabulary for our students in pre-K through 6 in direct relation to scientific terms. So instead of just some of the integration comes with, like when we're doing literacy, is instead of just when we're looking at nonfiction texts, right? We can make those connections between what kids are reading in their large group and small group instruction and connect that to the science that they're doing with InSciEd Out.
Science isn't just an accumulation of facts. It's a way of understanding our world. It's a way of asking questions and systematically kind of trying to address those questions.
85% of my students receive free and reduced lunch. 95% of my students are Black, Indigenous, and people of color. And often really rich experiences, I feel like, in the arts and sciences aren't necessarily afforded to schools with similar demographics as ours. So to be able to have this partnership in which we can just really offer some enriching experiences for our students, especially some of our earliest learners, I just feel we're very thankful and appreciative of.